Hi, I'm Ken McDaniel with the Springfield Christians. Thank you for joining us. Last night in a small group Bible study, one of the ladies shared with us a burden that she's dealing with in her life. After explaining the situation, it's obvious that she's handling it in a respectable and godly way. She also told us that she's not going to let it get her down, she's not going to let it discourage her, but rather that she had laid it at the feet of the Lord and was trusting Him to lead her through it and to help her. Difficulties, troubles, injustices, they're as old as time. You may remember the story in Genesis chapter 4 of Cain and Abel. They both brought their sacrifices to the Lord, and it was obvious that Abel loved the Lord. He had a reverence for Him, and he brought the very best from his flock and he offered it as an offering to God according to His commandments. But Cain, his offering did not please the Lord. In the process of time, he became very jealous and very angry at his brother Abel, and he rose up and he killed him in the field. You may remember some of the stories of the prophets, Jeremiah and others, who simply because they loved the Lord and they brought His message to the people, they rose up and they persecuted and they killed many of them. And then you might remember the story of Job. James mentions this in chapter 5, verses 10 and 11. My brethren, take the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord as an example of suffering and patience. Indeed, we count them blessed who endure. You have heard of the perseverance of Job and seen the end intended by the Lord, that the Lord is very compassionate and merciful. God loves us and He cares for us deeply. He's not too far away. He's not preoccupied. He's not indifferent toward us. He loves us and cares about us, and He promises to help us. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 11, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest for your souls. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle and lowly, and you will find rest for your souls." This morning I received a text from the lady that had shared her burden with us, and she said that she just wanted to let me know that in her study this morning of Psalm 35, she came to fully realize that the Lord will heal the brokenhearted and He will be our vindicator. What a great attitude. As the Psalm says in 46 verse 1, God is a very present help, our refuge, a present help in time of need. And in Psalm 32, that He is our hiding place. He will give us song of deliverance if we will trust in Him. I want to encourage you, if you're going through difficult times, put your trust in the Lord. He will lead you and He will guide you. And if you need someone to talk to, know that we are here, that we are present also. Feel free to visit us. We have small group Bible studies that you might like to be a part of. Join us for our worship on Sunday at 10:30. We meet at 1939 South Passfield. Or if you want to talk to me, private message me right here on the page. My name is Ken McDaniel, and I'll reach out to you and we can sit down and go through the verses in the Bible that assure us of God's presence and His help. We are Springfield Christians. Here you can find a friend.